2021 has been one of the best years for anime in the past decade. Last winter we had bangers like Attack on Titan Season 4, Jujutsu Kaisen, Mushoku Tensei, and whatever the hell this was. Then this spring we got modern classics like Odd Taxi, Vivi's Floor at Isong, To Your Eternity, and so much more. Seriously, being an anime fan this year has made me feel like I can't catch a break. I'm missing out on good shows not because I didn't hear about them, but simply because I don't have time to watch them. So I was looking forward to using the summer as a time period to catch up on everything I missed, and oh shit, this season's good too.
And 4. Count what you have now, don't count what you don't have.
Summer 2021 has a bit of everything for everyone. We have cute girls solving mysteries, cute boys killing vampires, and of course the degenerate trash of the season. The only thing left to want is a high intensity battle shonen, but that's covered by My Hero Academia, which is currently entering its My Villain Academia arc. And as a manga reader, I just have to let you know that this is the perfect time to get into MHA if you're one of the like 5 people in the world who hasn't watched it. But today we aren't talking about sequels. Today we're talking about new and innovative anime that you look at and say, wow, this is a masterpiece that has never been done before. So without further ado, let's hop right into the video. I was gonna start this off with some corny joke about originality and then proceed to talk about the new isekai this season. But The Detective is Already Dead is too much of a banger to not be the opener for this video. By watching a few clips of this anime, you would never believe that it was made by the same studio that brought us Uzaki-chan, but yet here we are. Needless to say, this anime is nothing like Uzaki-chan. It's more like Sherlock Holmes meets Joseph Joestar meets Rika from Chunibyo meets Origami from Date Alive. Our main character Kimi is a trouble magnet. No matter where he goes, he always seems to be in the center of crime or misfortune. So the brilliantly talented detective Siesta takes note of him and develops an entire plan to use him to help solve her cases. Watching as Siesta big-brained the crimes and cleverly took down the villains was really entertaining, and her witty dialogue with Kimi left nothing to be desired. Her character was cute, lovable, and really interesting, and I was really looking forward to getting to know her until the show dropped the bombshell that, spoilers, she's already dead. Man, I should have seen this one coming, but I thought there would be at least 3 episodes before the title of the anime came true. I'm not really sure how this anime will proceed because the most interesting part of the show was removed at the very start. I'm of course gonna continue to watch it though because I already fell in love with the world and its art style within the first episode. And I want to learn more about Siesta's mysterious death, which I'm sure we'll learn more through flashbacks and whatnot. Overall, this series holds a lot of potential, and I really recommend you check out the 47-minute first episode, which really gives you a taste of what's to come. Don't let the childish appearance of Umarichi Oniisan fool you, because this may be one of the scariest anime airing this season. This show takes 2 of the scariest things in life, children and a soul-crushing job, and combines them into a fast-paced gag anime about the tedium of adulthood. The humor is quite certainly dark, with our main character Umarichi joking about drowning his sorrows in alcohol or mentioning how every time he's on the set of his children's TV show, together with Manan, he loses a bit of his spirit. While most of the self-deprecating humor can be funny, I found the sheer amount of jokes in the first episode to devalue the actual comedy. And hopefully as the story develops, it'll grow a little bit more into a narrative and less back-to-back jokes. But aside from that, it's an entertaining watch that instills a bit of dread as you watch a grown adult man slowly lose that glimmer of hope in his eyes. Although the Pharmacy Isekai may seem like your standard isekai at first glance, it's actually really unique in the way that it doesn't actually show our main character getting isekai'd in the first episode. And who knows, maybe this means that we're one step closer to getting a standard fantasy show without needing the reincarnation trope to be recycled again and again and again and again and again and again. Quite frankly, I enjoyed getting to meet this new fantasy world without seeing our favorite truck-kun commit manslaughter for the millionth time. The story is simple enough that it can be followed without tons of exposition that weighs down every isekai, but the world is different enough from ours to keep me engaged. But clearly, the absence of our metal savior in episode 1 led to the backlash of a lot of fans on Crunchyroll. Personally, I don't mind it. The first 15 minutes of every isekai has been overused and is literally the same, so getting to hop right in is quite enjoyable for me. But if you just feel the drive for needless exposition, check out the Economics Isekai, How a Realist Hero Rebuilt the Kingdom. Instead of our main character being overpowered like that of your standard isekai, he's just well read in economical and political theory. So he tries to save his kingdom not from monsters but from financial ruin. Isekai really has gone downhill since the start, hasn't it? I probably could have gotten into this series if it wasn't for the ungodly amount of exposition at the start, but hey, that's isekai for you. Just like last summer's Rent-A-Girlfriend, this summer's Girlfriend is a burning pile of trash that you can't seem to look away from. But unlike Rent-A-Girlfriend, our main character in Girlfriend isn't a down bad simp, but instead a Giga Chad who all the girls at his school want to date somehow. Although Naoya looks less interesting than a bland piece of toast, he still manages to get not one, but two girlfriends at the same time. This boring self-insert character is in a relationship with Saki, the red-haired tsundere, who makes this already unwatchable show even more annoying, but one girlfriend isn't enough for our everyday Joe, so he goes out and asks his girlfriend if they can start a polyamorous relationship with Nagisa Minase. Ugh. I never thought I'd have to say that sentence, but here we are. The first episode of this anime was quite funny, but it quickly overstayed its welcome. But for some unknown reason, I want to keep watching. This anime is one of those so bad it's good type of things, kind of like reality TV. Most of us don't actively seek it out, but once it's on, you can't help but watch the dominoes fall and the drama rage on. I do have to give this anime its props because it does have its fair share of cute anime girls doing funny things, but man is it painful to watch when the main plot is actually moving forward. Back to the good anime of the season. Remake is a beautiful story about following your dreams. Hashiba Kyoya is an unemployed wannabe game developer that regrets never having attended the art school that he got into. And it seems no matter how hard he tries, he can never seem to make his dreams of being a game developer work. So one day when he's lying in bed and resenting his choices, he falls asleep and wakes up 10 years in the past, right before he previously made the decision to not attend art school. Needless to say, Hashiba eagerly jumps onto the opportunity to redo his life and make up for his past mistakes. Although Remake presents itself as a second chance at life for Hashiba, it also sells the idea that life doesn't give you second chances. No matter how hard you want to, the past is stuck in the past and you won't be able to go back and change it. So by juxtaposing Hashiba's regret-filled 28-year-old life to the reality that he could have experienced, Remake Our Life is showing us that if you want to see change in your life, you have to actively go out and seek it. That means taking risks like applying to an art school or committing to a not-so-safe career path, because the safe option will always be there. But to strive for your full potential, you have to take risks. The scenery and character design in this anime is also simply beautiful, and I can't help but be mesmerized by each passing frame. Every detail from the backdrops to the shine in the characters' eyes carries a unimodal feeling of hope and ambition that just seemed missing in the earlier scenes of Hashiba's gloomy life. This anime simply exudes youth and reminds us that our dreams are obtainable, but we have to take the initiative to start chasing them. Last, but definitely not least, is the anime that captures the idea of summer so perfectly that it just makes sense as to why it's airing in the summer season. The Aquatope on the White Sand is a story about self-reflection and discovery that just sucks you in from the very start. Unlike a lot of first episodes of anime, this one wasn't bogged down with needless exposition via internal monologue, but instead it took the show don't tell route. The vivid colors of Okinawa contrasted with the gray skyline of Tokyo quickly established that this show is gonna be about connecting with nature and using said connection to find yourself. Ironically, the grayscale Tokyo is where the dreams of our wannabe idol Fuka lie, but once she was there, she faced the hard reality of showbiz and had to return home. While she was home, Fuka wandered the streets of Okinawa with no clear goal in mind. That is until she met Kukuru at the local aquarium. The bond formed between these two quickly grew, and Fuku asked to join the aquarium staff and help save the failing business. This show cleverly uses color to convey emotion, and of all the anime listed, I feel like Aquatope will be the most underappreciated of this season. It doesn't have the flashy fights of Detective, nor the promise of a better life in Remake, but it does have one thing: discovery. In just the first episode, we see the unpredictability of life and how some of our dreams can fall flat at a moment's notice. But in true summer fashion, this show also illustrates that opening your eyes to new discoveries can unlock a whole new life. Thanks again for watching this video until the end. If you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Over the course of the season, I'm going to be doing more in-depth video essays on some of the shows that I really like. So let me know down in the comments below. Are there any that I missed and you'd like to see me talk about? Also, let me know in the comments down below. What's your favorite anime this season? For me, it's got to be Detective or Aquatope, but there's a lot of potential in Remake. These seasonal videos are always fun to film, and I look forward to diving more into some of the anime I talked about today. So thanks again for watching until the end, and until next time, peace out guys.